guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So in today's video I'm going to show you part of the lesson on Jimi Hendrix's Valleys of Neptune. And this was requested and supported by David, so huge thanks goes out to him for the support. And before we start, just like to mention a couple of things. First of all, regarding the version of this song, it's not off of the original album which came out lately, where Jimmy sings. This one is off of Bootleg, which is called Am I Blue? It's a double CD, was released in 2003 and re-released in 2008, and it's just an instrumental. It's kind of hard to find this version, but you can actually find it here on YouTube, and I will post a link to that original track in the description down below, so you can check it out. And like I mentioned, this is just a part of the lesson. The full lesson on the whole instrumental can be found at GuitarForce.com. The link is also going to be in the description box down below. And one more thing to mention regarding Jimi Hendrix's style of playing. If you haven't had a chance to check out my course, which is called Get Experienced, it's a very big course in 2 parts with lots of information. I will also leave the links to the course in the description box down below. If you're interested, check it out. There is a little video showing, explaining what are the subjects which are covered in the courses. So please check it out if you're interested. And also with the lesson, with the full download on the lesson, you're going to get a playthrough which you can check out on my other channel. I'm going to also post a link to that cover in the description box down below. Alright, so for the lesson we're going to be in half-step down tuning on all the strings, and for the sound I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig. I'm going to show you the picture of the preset right now, and while you're checking out I'm going to play you my low E string, which is E flat, so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright, so now let's go for the close-up and start the lesson. Alright, so we're going to break up this instrumental into parts, into sections, and we're going to start off with the first one. It goes like this. Alright, so I'm going to stop right here. Let's break down first the single notes scale run. So now I'm not going to be calling out every string and every fret. You can see that in the tablature. I'm just going to play through slowly and make some remarks where it's needed. So the first note that we have, it's a grace note. So we go onto the second string, playing the 7th fret here, and we started off from the 5th. So it's a quick hammer-on, or you can do like a slide, and at the same time you play the high E string open, so you get this double sound of 2 strings. And because it goes by quite fast, then we go back to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, which is the same as the high E. So we have 2 high E's there, like that. Okay, so that's just the beginning of that phrase, and then we go down the scale. So here we go down chromatically up to this point here, and then we have. So here we start off the second part of the sequence, also going down here on the A string chromatically, and then we have, so open 2nd, 4th fret here on the low E string. Then we have, so 2 times on the A string, 2nd fret here, then we go to the low E, again going down chromatically, then open 2, 4, like that. So far we got this. And then from here we have kind of repetitive 2 notes. So we have 2nd fret on the A string and then slide into the 4th fret and then picking the 2nd fret on the A again. So we have, so we do it for 3 times. 2nd fret on the A, slide into the 4th on the low E string, and then we have a chromatic 2-3 on the A string, and then we go into the chord. So altogether, this single note phrase is going to go like this slowly. Alright, so that's the first part. Now we get into the section of chord progression, which is repeated twice. It's pretty much the same chords, but slightly different feels in between the chords. We're going to get to that in a moment. But first I'm going to play through the first chord progression, then I'm going to come back and break it down. So it goes like this. Alright, so here we start off with the C sharp, kind of power chord. Then we go to the B chord, again power chord. So we hit the C sharp for 3 times. And then here you can play either kind of like dead strings, or you can play, sometimes Jimmy would play the passing chord, which is the C, so kind of going chromatically. Like that, or okay, so it's up to you, whichever way you want to use. So we have C sharp, 3 8 notes, then could be a passing chord C, go into the B for 3 8 notes. Then we have F sharp, slide pause, then we go to the E chord. Slide pause, and then we return to the C sharp again, like that. So these 2 bars gonna go like this. Okay, then we go to the B again. So here we play the B power chord 3 times, 3 8 notes, and then Jimmy's using a feel of 6s, a double stop. So sliding into the 6th frets on the high E and the G string and picking it 3 times. Then we have again the little rest, the E chord, another rest, and then we return to the C sharp, playing it 2 times, and then we have the first fill. So here grace note, so quick hammer on, from 4 to 6 on the G string, back to 4, then we have 6 on D, 7 on the A string, like that. And that's the first time that we play this chord progression. So now all together, from the beginning, it's going to go like this slowly. Okay, after that we pretty much repeat the same chord progression, but it's, like I mentioned before, it's slightly different with some fills in. So let's take a look at it right now. I'm going to play it through, then we're going to break it down. So it goes like this. Alright, so pretty much the same thing. So again, starting off with the C sharp. And then here, after we've played it for 3 times, just as passing notes, open strings, then to the B chord 3 times, then we have 2nd frets on the low E string, kind of the part of the F sharp. And you gotta keep in mind that Jimmy's when he's playing the chords, it's not necessarily that he would play the whole chord. You know, he would sometimes hit the bass string or the higher register of the chord. So it's not necessarily all the time playing the whole chord, you know, that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. So after we hit the F sharp on the low E string, a little rest, and then we have, so here, 4th fret, low E, going to the open E on the low E string, then adds the rest of the chord, so he kind of breaks it up. And then we go back to the C sharp, playing it for 3 times. Okay, then we have again B5 here, B power chord. Again, using open strings here as passing notes. Then we have the F sharp chord, 3/8 notes, E major, and then we return to the C sharp. Okay, so one more time. This second progression, second time goes like this slowly. Alright, after that, next part gonna go like this. Alright, so here we sort of have like a bridge between sections. So he plays C sharp, down 1 fret to C, and we play between these 2 chords for 3 times. Then 4th time hitting the C sharp, letting it ring out, and then we go to the B flat, and it's now he's, you know, you can hear that it's a kind of like a power chord, but essentially it's the minor chord. Okay. Now B is a major or power chord. Okay, so we have that, and then the feel. So here, that's the feel. So we have a double stop 2nd fret on the 1st and 2nd strings. Then we have this grace note again hammering on the B string to the 4th fret, and while at the same time picking the high E on the 2nd fret. So we have then going to the 4th fret on the G string, and afterwards adding 2 more hits on the. You can play it as a kind of part of the B power chord or just the double stop. So we have double stop here on the 4th fret, G and the D strings, like that, and then a quick feel, A string 2nd fret, low E 4th, back to the 2nd fret on the A, and slide, because we're going to change the position. So that bridge all together slowly going to go like this. Okay, so that's sort of we have the first section of the song, and now we're going to change the positions, and we're going to be playing basically the same chords but in different position. Alright, so first I'm going to play it through the first part, then we're going to break it down. So it goes like this. Alright, so here we start off with sliding into the C sharp in this position on the 9th fret, and we are primarily playing on the higher register of the chord, so higher strings, and here Jimmy is using different rhythms, so you know, sliding into the chord, then adding 16th notes, then we go down to the B chord, to A, so we have, then we have, okay, so here movement again of the sixes, so sliding into the 7th fret on the G string, then adding the high E while the G string is ringing, then we move up to the 9th fret. Now we're playing both strings at the same time. After the 9th fret we go back to the 7th fret, and then we have this last double stop, which is 6 on G, 5 on the high E. So this is part of the A chord. So one more time. Okay, from here we go back to the first position here, and we play E chord, and we're kind of breaking it up like that. Then we go to the F sharp, also breaking it up, so lower strings, higher strings. Sorry. Then we have B, going to the C sharp, playing it 2 times, and then we have that feel. So sliding into the 6th fret on the D string, 6/4 on the G, then we have quick pull off on the D string, going to the 7th fret on the A string, like that. And alright, so let's play this figure one more time from the beginning. Slowly it's gonna go like this. Okay, then we have the next part, which is going. Alright, so here again back to the C sharp chord, playing it 3 times, then we move down to the B and for 2 times, and here we have A. So the A chord, we kind of play the chord, let it ring out, and then Jimmy's just randomly picks the strings in a kind of 16th notes fashion, and then adds these 2 pull-offs on the D string, 4 to 2, 2 times, going to the 4th fret on the A string. Okay, so one more time, slowly gonna go like this. Then we're back to the E again. Now here we slightly change the combination of the chords. So again we have kind of breaking up again the chord, the E, playing with on the low E, the bass notes, then adding the chord, then we go to the F sharp, also breaking it up, the bass note, then the rest of the chord. Then we have, so back to the E, then we go to the F sharp again, playing the whole chord 2 times, so we have like that, and then the first fill. So here, sliding into the 4th fret on the A string, then we have 4-2 on the D, back to the A string 4th fret, and then we have again kind of repetitive motion. So E to F sharp 2 times, and then again the fill, and then last time we have B going up to the C sharp, and just staying on this chord until the end of the bar. So again, let me play this section, the second part of this section, starting with the C sharp, going to the A chord. So slowly it's going to go like this. Okay, so now if I put both parts of the section together, slowly it's going to go like this. Alright guys, so that was it for this part. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to continue learning the entire song, check out the link in the description box down below. Thank you very much for watching. Comment, share, subscribe if you are new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.